So here we are with Metroid II, Return of Samus. I've decided I'm going to do a bit of a Metroid streaming series. Figured, well, why the hell not? So, got the chat loaded up. Got our little preview going here. So, first thing we're going to do, make sure we're starting from a clear game. So, basically, Metroid 2 has a very simple story. Not really any story. Samus has been sent to the planet SR-388, where the Metroids were first discovered, in order to wipe them out. Because the Galactic Federation, or whatever the heck they were calling themselves at the time, believed them too dangerous to fall into, well, the hands of space pirates again. We got a real good look at just how dangerous they thought they were after Metroid Prime and all that, which, chronologically, I guess are supposed to take place between Metroid and Metroid 2. So here we go. Oh look, a secret passageway. Fortunately, nothing we can really do there until we have bombs. Even then, it's not all that useful. It's more of a, here's something to do. This is, I think, pretty much the only game where Samus gets to keep some of her abilities. Between games, anyway. She's got the ball and 30 missiles. In the lower right, you see our little Metroid counter at 39, which doesn't seem too bad. Unfortunately, we don't seem to have an ice beam, so that may prove problematic. As with everything, I'm sure we'll see. Now this is a little shortcut that I love to take, just because it avoids a lot of irritation. But we're on our way to our first Metroid. Now, this game had a lot of criticism over the original. People were saying that it was too linear, you couldn't zip around and do whatever the heck you wanted. But you gotta remember, this is for the Game Boy. Our first Metroid here, an Alpha Metroid. Not too tough. Didn't need the health. Missiles, sure, probably didn't need to grab them like that, though I probably could have killed something. And we've got our first Quake, which opens up another area of the map. Map. I say it like I have one. Now, all we get in Metroid 2 is the Metroid counter, now down to 38. And something that says L- at this point 04. Don't even know what that means. As far as I know, we're still in the first real area of the game. We haven't encountered a single power-up, just pickups from these different enemies. Or mobs, whatever you feel like calling them, doesn't matter. All form, as always, terribly useful. Our save points are those pillars. don't really need to bother with any of these enemies. In fact, that's really the way it is through most of the game. I hate those mohawk fish things. It's like fish have mohawks that crawl along the walls or the floor. It's generally just unpleasant. So today, I hope to play through this game, start to finish, in one go. Oh, first bit of damage. A little bit from the lava or the acid, whatever the heck it is. Nothing major, nothing I can't handle. It's kind of funny, the emulator I'm using for this even emulates the old sort of cream spinach color that you would get from the original. I don't want to call it black and white Game Boy, I want to call it green and yellow. If only because it's more fun to call it that. Infinite enemy spawning pits, gotta love those. Sometimes it's just better to hit them with a missile. Okay, we found our first sort of ruined structure. So, like any ruins, you might as well start at the bottom and work your way up. Let's see what we can find here. Oh, a door. One of the only doors we'll find in this game. They're all just for the items, really. Though, sometimes they'll surprise you a little bit. It wouldn't be a Metroid game without some surprises, would it? So we got bombs, we got more missiles. Yay, bombs. And now because of that, we're going to check absolutely every single room, every single item room that has that structure. See if we can get down there. You know what, let's go this way. What's over here? A secret passage, so we need bombs to get through. And our first energy tank. I believe there are 5 in the game. So now we've effectively doubled our life. Again, starting right at the bottom of the ruins. And our second item room. What do we got here? Got the ice beam. Sadly, it doesn't have an effect on anything aside from an original Metroid. Well, Metroid-wise, anyway. But it's great on regular enemies. And the pellets that those, I guess, turrets fire at you. More missiles. There's no such thing as too many missiles. a little trick I learned for getting up there. Oddly enough, picked it up by accident. Okay, so there's the spider ball. We need to go get that through a different way. Not an issue, really. Grabbing the missiles like that saves you from having to use the spider ball to get them, which, while handy, is incredibly slow. I believe this one leads outside. You don't want to go outside yet. We want to get as much as we can. Well, that's as much as we can from here without getting the spider balls. So, let's go back to this corridor over here. Actually, you know what? Let's go get the spider ball. Don't want to backtrack too much. That'll just take too much time. Of course, getting hit is always a pain, but you know, sometimes it's a good shortcut. A little pain for a little time saving. Now, much like Super Metroid, this is a game I've played, you know, a million times. Fortunately, it's also a game that still challenges me, which is something I absolutely adore. Because, you know, sometimes later on in the game, I do have trouble with some of the enemies. Especially some of the tougher Metroids. Quite honestly, the Omega Metroids don't bother me so much. They're nice big targets. The Zeta Metroids, though, they're compact and, as far as I'm concerned, just as dangerous as the Omegas. So here we've got another alpha. Now, one lovely thing that I figured out a long time ago is that you can get in a hit while they're not active. So, Samus 2, Metroids 0. Firing down, that was a lovely new addition to Metroid II. Okay, here we go into our lovely place full of missiles for some reason. More missiles! Yay! Always a big fan of more missiles. Let's see if there's anything up top. Probably not. I can't remember. The other great thing about this game, as much as I remember, I forget. So, it's kind of like a new experience every time. So many pancake creatures.